Hi guys, once again this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com. I'm here today with 5 simple tips to improve your trading on Cantor Exchange, as well as probably improve your trading on the Nadex platform also. So with that said, let's just jump right in. Number one, strive for a mix of in the money, at the money, and maybe a pinch of out the money trades. I've been doing some trades, little trades for fun on the Cantor Exchange, testing out Trado Logic, mainly around the Christmas holidays, and I'm going to share some of that in the upcoming videos. What I've found when trading 0 to 100 binary options is it's good to have a mix rather than just trading in the money or just trading exclusively out the money or trying to uh, just trade exclusively at the money. You you kind of have an easier time when you've got a lot of tools at your disposal and you can trade in the money at times, at the money at times, and out the money at times, rather than just being locked into a fixed percentage of potential gain. After all, you're trading binary options on an exchange, and so trading uh, something other than just, let's say, 70/30 or 80/20, um, it's probably going to be to your benefit. Also, I want to touch on something here. I know there are a lot of guys um, that, in my opinion, have the false belief that the bid and the ask and the numbers that are presented on the exchanges are some type of probability of your bet winning or not. That's simply not the case. This is just what the market maker is willing to offer you at any time on any given option. It doesn't mean that there's a probability that's built in whether or not this is going to work in your favor or not work in your favor. After all, why on earth would the market maker point out to you highly probable trades? It's just um, something that I've seen propagated, a fallacy that's been propagated over the years, especially in 0 to 100 binary options. These are not uh, normal options which can last 3 months. You can trade in and out of them. These are binary options, which often, most guys are trading these for 5 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. So probability is a little harder to be priced in, even if you're trading the end of the day. It's going to float at all times because it's just a price that's passed out by the market maker. Okay, let's go to tip number 2. Do not overtrade. Just look for 1 to 5 trades a day. 3 max is probably better. If there is any tip that will single handedly make your chances of being profitable long term trading binary options, it's probably do not overtrade. Every time you trade, every time I trade, every time anyone trades, no matter how great their strategy is, or how great my strategy is, or how good you are at trading, you're exposing yourself to risk in the market. So, it, the name of the game and your goal is to take as least risk possible. Um, that's probably going to equate to taking less trades on the day. Do not overtrade. That's all I have to say about that. It's very simple and self-explanatory. If you want to get 66% accuracy or better, is it easier to do it by winning 3 or 4 out of 5 trades a day, or is it easier to do it by winning 2 out of 3 trades a day? See, get the math in your favor by trading less. Less is more. Tip number 3, take profits early sometimes. The Another one of the benefits of trading on an exchange, a 0 to 100 type format exchange like the Cantor Exchange or Nadex, is your ability to exit a trade with profits or a small loss early. You don't have to hold these puppies until expiry. So take advantage of this benefit. If I see that I'm well in the money uh, with 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 a within a short period of time, I'm probably going to just sell the trade right then, because what's happening is whatever I was trading around at that time, the market is catching up with me, and other guys are getting as well informed or so inclined, and it probably means that the market's going to snap back as more guys uh, figure out the same thing I figured out. The market tends to snap back, and if you can recover 50 or 60% of your potential profit in a very brief interim of time, go ahead and take it. Take what the market gives you. That's tip number 3. Tip number 4, start small trades and track your percentage of growth. I realize there are tons of people on YouTube turning $100 into 100,000 in 24 hours or less. Um, I'm not here to tell you that that is or it isn't possible. I've made a lot of money in a very brief time trading binary options historically, so I can't say that that is or it isn't possible, but there are some claims that I've never even came close to. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to say that you're not in a race to see if you can jackpot the broker or the exchange or market maker, however you want to look at it, faster than everyone else. You're simply, it would be better to look for a consistent edge. I can tell you right now, I trade not primarily as my source of income, and I find trading a lot easier and a lot more fun, especially in the beginning. Trading's probably going to be a lot more fun when you set realistic benchmarks. What I mean by that, I like to go and look at the Dow Jones index and say to myself, well, this is the blue chip index. These are the best stocks here in the States. And what's their percentage of growth today? And if their percentage of growth is, let's say, a 0.5% or 1%, and I can go in and knock out a bet or two and match that, then I've done just as good as the blue chip stocks here in the States. And I know when I'm winning, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to exit for the day. It makes it a lot easier when you're not trying to build Rome in a day, because after all, the saying is Rome wasn't built in a day. Last but not least, tip number 5. Always make sure you're in the right trade, and always check to see if you're in a trade before trying anything else. It doesn't matter how many binary options you've ever traded. I've been trading thousands of binary options, but it's still, sadly enough, quite possible for me to find myself putting on the wrong trade by accident. Now, when you're trading on something like the Cantor Exchange, where you can trade in and out of a binary option before it expires, it's a good idea, in my opinion, if you find that you're in the wrong trade, get out of the trade. After all, even if you won the trade and it wasn't the trade that you actually intended to be in, you don't want to stumble into winning trades, because The Pink Panther was a great little series of movies, but in reality, you can't do that consistently. You can't stumble into winning trades consistently. So my advice: practice only getting into the trades and sticking with the trades that your logic and your strategy and your beliefs support. Also, before you rush and go and do another trade, I'm speaking specifically of on the Cantor Exchange here, but this probably applies to Nadex as well. Make sure that you're not already in a trade. Be certain of that, because sometimes you may uh, find yourself buying more, taking more on a trade than you intended because you didn't realize you were already in a trade. What I like to do on the Cantor Exchange, because Cantor is still kind of in beta, Tradologic, the Tradologic platform, I should say, appears to still be in beta. And sometimes when you're looking at the Tradologic platform, you won't see executions that are actually on the books for you. So I like to open up my reports and make another tab and just load my trading history there, load my execution history there in that tab, and refresh that tab to make sure that at the exchange there are no pending orders and there are no field executions that I may not be aware of if I'm just looking at the Tradologic platform. For me, that's a little workaround and a solution right now. Cantor Exchange and Tradologic are aware of these issues, and I'm told that they're working to uh, fix them. So I'm cautiously optimistic, and that's my little workaround while I'm just trading over on Tradologic's platform for the Cantor Exchange. That's all I have, guys. I hope this is helpful to you, regardless if you're trading on Cantor Exchange, which is, in my opinion, a good place to start. It's a good place to learn about the markets, learn about binary options, and learn about psychology, because you can start an account very small and have a little, uh, what do people say, skin in the game without exposing a lot while you're learning. And that's probably a good thing, That's almost every time that's going to be a good thing, because so many things happen once you really get into the battle, into just trading. There are things you need to learn about the market, and there are things you need to learn about yourself. So starting on a smaller platform like Cantor Exchange is a great way to get started. I'm not an affiliate of Cantor Exchange. If you will go and look at the videos I've posted, there have been times I've been really upset with Cantor Exchange. I'm only trading there now for fun, and as the platform improves, I'll probably, scale up and trade there more comfortably with more sizable with a more sizable account. But for right now, they're just a great place to learn, in my opinion. If you want to get your feet wet, uh, trading binary options, Cantor is a good place to get started. See you guys on the next video. If we've helped you, please help us like, share, comment, subscribe. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com.